Alrighty, let's have a little talk. White replacement theory. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Okay, so there's this conspiracy that the black people of the world, the darker colored people who are non-white, are trying to replace white people. And it's got people up in arms, literally, because we just had some 18-year-old go up in military-style body armor and kill 10 people in Buffalo, New York. He had a manifesto, and white replacement theory was one of the things on it. Talk about insanity. Man, alright, little reality check here. America is not white. It's just not. We have all different kinds of people that come here. And they become citizens. They go through hell to become a citizen. And some of them got brown skin, some of them got white skin, some of them got black skin, some of them got a yellowish kind of skin. Hell, the only and some of them are white skinned, you know. The only indigenous people that were here before we were the Native Americans. We called them redskin. So no, the United States, this area of North America, was never fucking white to begin with. It was red. But really, they're more brown. Well, they're like really tanned people, basically. Why? Well, they probably spent a lot of their time out in the sun. You know. And those who had darker skin, you know, didn't get burnt so much. There was some evolutionary factor that promoted the production of melanin in the skin to a point that was beneficial for those tribes, for the people of the Native Americans. Of course, you know, the theory is that they came here from a land bridge. And so they were kind of Asian, I guess. I don't really remember all the history of that, but they already had darker skin than just white. Matter of fact, the only people who had white skin in those times was Europeans. Why? Well, the sun never fucking shines over there. and so, it, you know, having all that extra melanin, maybe it created issues with their health. Something about production of vitamin D or something like that. I don't know. not a doctor, but I've heard theories like that. But that's the thing, you know, I mean, this theory is insane. The whole reason why America is getting darker, the world is getting darker, is because we move around now. You know, okay, in Europe, do they get darker? Yeah, sometimes. But give it some time, and they might not. But those factors of evolution that create melanin or don't create melanin aren't necessarily a factor anymore, because we don't live out in the elements anymore. We got homes, and you know, we can be inside. We got better clothing. But here's the thing. If you just left everything to elements, say, you know, go back to teepees and wigwams and huts and stuff like that, I guarantee you that in Europe, there would be white-skinned people. Africa, there would be black-skinned people. And the Americas would have brown-skinned people. Why do you think the Mexicans have brown skin? They're closely related to the Incas and to the Native Americans. They're very similar people. It's this part of the world. And so, even if the white people did come over here eventually, they would start getting darker anyways. Now we live in a modern society. What you were born is usually what you stay. Okay? Your skin color is not going to change based on your climate as much as it used to. And we don't live in tribes anymore. We don't live in areas where we don't bleed. Okay? Because back in the day when, you know, we left Africa, yeah, we started getting lighter. Eventually we became white. You know, this stuff is clearly documented. Thoroughly explained through evolution. Now, you might think that evolution isn't real. Well, that's okay. Prove to me that it's not. Without using the Bible, because you can't prove that the Bible's real. But I'm not going to go into that freaking rabbit hole. What I'm saying is, America's going to get darker because it's the melting pot of cultures. And yeah, we have black people. Those black people were brought here by white people to be slaves to the white people. That's pretty simple concept there. And then eventually we said, well, we're not doing slavery anymore, so here you go. Well, we treated them, we segregated them, we treated them like third-class citizens for a long time, because we were still treating women like second-class citizens until they got the right to vote, work, and do all that stuff. You know, we progress a little bit here and there, and for some people on the right, conservatives, they don't like progression. They want things to either stay the same or go back to the way they were. The reason why they would want women to be subjugated is because they can't handle women. These people today would be and are mostly incels unless they find a woman that has similar views. But most women do not, because most women enjoy their freedom, their autonomy, their ability to think and do for themselves. Well, black people, they have their subculture. You don't like their subculture. Well, too fucking bad. You're the ones that made it happen. They could have fully assimilated into our culture if we allowed them into our culture after we freed them from slavery. But no, we didn't. They even tried to they even had their own place, their own economy. I can't remember what it's called. But they were doing great. They had their own stock market. They had their own community, and we had to go in and fucking burn it down because, oh, heaven forbid that they do as well as we do. Nope, we freed them, but we're not going to let them have actual freedom. We still don't allow them really to have any freedom. Because of this shit. People like this kid who sped a bunch of propaganda by a bunch of fucking racist, bigot, bullshit, fucking assholes. Fascist motherfuckers. And he went and, oh, I know how to solve this problem. I'll just go into this one little supermarket and kill a bunch of black people. Because, they're trying to replace us. No, motherfucker. It's called inclusiveness. I don't know. Whatever the word is. We're including them into our culture. We're intermingling with them. And so, yeah, white men and women get together with black men and women, and they have babies. And some are darker skinned, some are lighter skinned. Some have very black traits, while some have very white traits. And since you're, living under a fucking rock, evolutionary theory says that we were all black at one time. We can trace our lineage to Africa. Like from Europe back to Africa. Because we got white in Europe. Well-known shit, man. Well-known shit. But no. You have to go and fucking kill people because, why? Because, oh my God, I'm going to lose my whiteness. No. If you want to keep your whiteness, then don't intermingle with black people. Don't get a black partner. Don't get a mixed partner. Get a fully white partner. Guess what? You have white kids, but here's the thing. Your white kids may not be as bigoted and racist and idiotic as you. I mean, there's a chance anyways. There's a chance that they will be. Well, that's the other thing. You're going to have to spread your fucking bigotry and shit to your next generation. Maybe they'll find another white person, but what happens when they don't? What if everybody's mixed by that time? Oh no. Some of the most attractive people out there have, at least to a lot of people, chocolate, like milk chocolate colored skin. I mean, it's just a reality. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think the most interesting black people are the ones with blue eyes. That's a white trait. You European trait, if you will. Blue eyes, milk chocolate skin. I mean, can we like just stop being barbaric idiots? This kid, I'm sorry, but he's 18. He's dangerous. He's a danger to society, obviously. And yeah, he should probably go to jail for life. Unless there's a way to deconvert him from this bullshit. But that's the other thing. We should also go after the people, if any, that he cites in his manifesto that are part of this narrative that's being spread about. Tucker Carlson's probably one of them. I'm not saying throw him in jail, but I'm saying, hey, your rhetoric and propaganda has led to 10 people being killed. So, here, I don't know, here's a warning. If it happens again, we're going to slap you with a fine. I don't think we can do that, though, because that's kind of free speech, but unless it can be considered hate speech, then that's a different issue, because hate speech is not protected under the Constitution. It's like the one exception outside of yelling fire in a crowded movie theater when there's not a fire. Anyways, yeah, I don't get it. It is what it is, I guess, but, we'll just, wow. I mean, we got people on the right coming up with all kinds of conspiracy theories, like the election was stolen, or Jewish space lasers, or who knows what else. This is a crazy world we live in, because there's nobody that would believe shit like that back in my day. At least not to the amount of people that do. It's a crazy world we live in. Anyways, that's all I got. Fucking what replacement, dude? What the fuck? TJ Kirk, the Amazing Atheist, did a video covering this, and you know what? It's a very good video. I would suggest people watch it. I think he talks about the tragedy that happens in Buffalo, is what the title is, sort of. I don't know it verbatim. But the tragedy in Buffalo, I believe, is what it is. Go check it out. It's a good video. Yeah, he's a little over the top on some things, but he's very good at what he does and speaking. Now, I don't know if it was written or not, but whatever it was, made some really good damn points. So with that, I'll see you in the next one.